So okay, on this particular slide, it highlights various approaches in which you can take Java and COBOL and interoperate between the two languages, runtimes, and platforms. At a high level, you can target that at really the middleware subsystem level. So existing COBOL transactions that are being deployed and run in the CICS environment can connect and interoperate with Java workloads that are running on a Java EE platform, such as WebSphere Application Server. They can communicate across well-established messaging engines, MQ, Enterprise Service Bus, and really leverage a lot of the high-level frameworks that are available as part of SOA solutions and even microservice solutions more recently. Alternatively, you can go one level down, in which you're leveraging Java and COBOL in separate process and really enabling your applications to talk and communicate across the different processes themselves. So here, within the CICS environment, there are a set of APIs available within CICS for Java. So these are the JKIX APIs, in which it allows you to really access CICS and COBOL services from your Java applications. These APIs allow you to, from your Java application, the standalone process, be able to leverage and invoke CICS services that are currently running. In this case here, from an abstraction layer, is really one level down. You're kind of getting more into the guts and of KIX transactions and services. But from a performance perspective, you kind of reduce the overhead in terms of messaging. And then the final layer here is this really process level interoperability, in which your COBOL process can invoke Java and vice versa, Java invoking COBOL directly through the Java native interface. In this case here, this is all running in a single address space. Your COBOL functionality would directly invoke Java. It'll show up effectively on the same process level stack. The overhead here is, compared to the prior two approaches, would be most minimal. However, you lose some of the abstraction benefits. You're getting into the guts and details in terms of process level transactions through the JNI interface. Depending on the application, depending on the workload that you're and how you're architecting your applications, the three different approaches here, and it's not really three approaches, it's really a scale of approaches, might make sense. And you really have to understand in terms of the abstraction, in terms of how you want to architect your application, as well as the performance characteristics that you're trying to go after in terms of picking and settling on which part of the spectrum you want to land.